here. So this has been a video that I've been planned on making for a few weeks now. Might have been longer. I might have had ideas for this video, but just didn't have them hashed out enough, I guess you can say. But sorry if I look over to the side, I'm looking at me on the camera instead of actually looking at the camera. Again, this is another video recorded on my phone. Still working on trying to look for an actual camera to get started with. I had one, as I stated in a previous video, but it stopped working properly. I was using it to I was testing it by using it to record like little things, like a graduation I attended, and it didn't exactly go well on that camera. I ended up recording that on my actual phone. I used it to try to record when I took a very close friend of mine and her beautiful daughter to the circus. We're gonna go to the circus again this year when it comes back to my area. Hopefully I can definitely make time for that. But this video is definitely going to get into some things that I've been thinking about, and it may not all be happy-go-lucky. It may make somebody or some people mad, depending on who you are. And if it makes you mad, well, honestly, you know who I'm talking about. Again, I will never say anybody's real name in my videos, because if they didn't give me permission to say anything about them, well, honestly, I'm gonna say something if it's a thought of mine, but I'm not gonna say nobody's real name. That's just me. I don't feel like putting anybody's actual business out there. So if somebody were to go ahead and watch my video and think I'm talking about them, and you go ahead and comment about it, well, obviously, whatever I'm talking about, it fits with you. So, and I never said your actual name. Now, it could be that it may actually be the actual person, or it may not actually be the actual person. It could be somebody who is in a similar situation. That's why it's just called Alice Webster's Thought Corner. It's videos based off of my thoughts on things, and you know, just like with the first video, I may decide to go ahead and do some extra stuff. I may read chapters of books that I'm writing. I may, what is it? I don't know. I may include my fiance in a video or two, and this is not how I had it. Okay. So anyway, let me get started in this video. We're already 3 minutes in, and I haven't even started talking about what I'm going to talk about in this video. So first off, I have a friend, if I can even still call her that. Basically, I've been doing a lot of consideration on our friendship, because honestly, our friendship has kind of been back and forth the past year, and I don't want to keep doing the back and forth thing. I want stability. And if that's not what I'm going to get, I have to go ahead and let her go. I don't want to, but I need to. There's a lot of things that I want to do, and I just need to know what is going which way, what's going the other way, so I can know how to proceed. There's a ton of things I'm trying to do this year. Like, by the end of the year, you might as well say my New Year's resolution is to go ahead and have at least my learner's permit by the end of the year. Why did I give myself such a wide time for that? Because I work. I don't have much time to myself except for right now, because we'll get into the work part of it in a moment. I don't have that much time to myself most of the time. So I'm sorry, I'm sitting in front of my window, and even though I have the blinds tilted up, even though they're tilted up, I can still see what goes on below. So I saw a vehicle drive past, and my eyes just automatically followed it. Sorry, ADHD, can't help it. I get distracted. But I need to know what is going on in my own life, and if one day we're friends and the next moment we're not friends, or you just don't want to talk to me no more, or let's say I catch an attitude, because I'm gonna be honest, I do catch attitudes with people and then ignore them for a moment until I cool down and feel like I'm ready to talk, which I guess you could say is not really the best idea in any situation. It's always best to go ahead and try to talk it out with that person first in a peaceful manner. But I know me, and I have a habit of, if I'm hurt, I want everybody else to be hurt with me. So I'll say something that I know will hurt you, which is why I keep to myself. Sorry, just me. So I don't know how I'm gonna proceed with that. I still have to do some thinking on that. But with whichever way I choose, whether I choose to stay friends with her or whether I choose to end it, it's just whatever it is. Because I need to know that there is something in my life that I can keep stable. Something that I can go ahead and make sure it is okay for me to still have. And basically that whole cutting out toxicity in life type BS. Now, on to the topic about work. I'm being clear, YouTube is not going to be my work. This is just stuff to do in my free time. When I'm not helping out babysitting, because I love children. I really do love children. I help babysit like my cousins, my beautiful goddaughter, who you may see from time to time on my channel. If not from time to time on my channel, like maybe on my social medias, because you might as well say I kidnap her, but I always bring her back to her mama. I do love her and her mother so much. I don't know if I could actually live without them. They're like family to me. But going back onto the work topic, I keep getting off topic. So currently I only work one job, but I have a seasonal job now that I started last year. I work at a baseball stadium. I'm controversial because I don't like baseball at all. So at least I know I'll be focused on my work instead of trying to catch a glimpse of the game. It works out in that favor. But yeah, work. I've had a lot of free time as of recently, because the job that I work year round has cut my hours drastically. So I've only been working one day a week, you might as well say. And obviously that is not enough to live by. I'm trying to work on getting a place to stay with my fiance. We're both working on that, but if both of our jobs are not where they need to be as far as pay is concerned, because I'm pretty sure anybody who watches this video, you know the cost of living on your own, whether you live on your own or you don't. If you've looked at it or not, the cost of living is not cheap. I'm sorry, I hear noises and I want to make sure that ain't nothing. I don't like getting into stuff, but yet I'm always the one who wants to look at something that made a noise. I don't know. But yeah, I want to be clear. YouTube will not become work to me. I'm just doing this in my spare time, basically. Something to do when I have free time, because as we see, I have a lot of free time. But since I mostly babysit, I don't want to put my cousins on my YouTube channel because they're still like little kids. And you need the permission of, in my opinion, I would need the permission of their mom to go ahead and put them on anything that I do. Like, I may post them on my personal Snapchat, which is not going to be included in this. Sorry guys, I like to keep some things private. I may post them on my personal Snapchat, but then I don't save those to my memories where people can see. I don't have it where people can see it forever. So there's that. Yeah, I don't really post them on my social media at all, because they're my cousins. They're not my kids. They're not my friend's child, who I'll ask if she can be in like a YouTube video or something. But other than that, no. That's other people. And yeah, they're still too young. One of them, she's a baby. The other one, I don't think he'll quite understand why I'm saying Alice Webster instead of what my actual name is. Alice Webster is a character I created for a story that I never finished writing or even started beyond coming up with an idea for what her character would be. I may go back to that story and actually complete it. Sorry if I'm moving a bit too much. I don't like sitting still for very long. But yeah, YouTube's not going to become work. I'm kicking everything. I need to make a better space. At least I have long legs, so when I go to move, it's because I'm trying to stretch out my legs. And my area right here is not really fit for somebody with long legs, so I'll figure that out as I go on. Is that all about work? YouTube's not going to be work. One job is, I really want to leave that job, but since that's the only one that I have that's year-round, I can't leave it just yet until I find another one. I am applying to other jobs, so hopefully I hear back from somewhere soon. And then, like I said, I'm going to be starting up back at the stadium soon, so that's going to keep me real busy. I don't know if during the baseball season I'll post any videos. I may, but they might be spaced out because, like I said, I only do this in my spare time. And I don't like doing it with too many people in the house because some of the stuff I talk about, I don't want them to know about just yet. There are some things that I want to keep to myself, or just some things that I just don't feel comfortable talking about with them yet. Now that I finished with the work topic, going back to the writing topic. I write, as has been proven. I also draw. I think I've posted something about drawing on maybe Instagram, Twitter, maybe Instagram, maybe. Anyway, I write and I draw. I write poems, I write stories, and I draw pictures. I used to be really good at drawing, but I stopped drawing for a while due to personal reasons, and I'm trying to get back into it. It's basically like something that helps me relax, if you can even call that relaxing, because I get very frustrated when it doesn't turn out the way that I want it to. I'm very big on symmetry. Yeah, I'm very big on symmetry. I try to make everything symmetrical, but I know there are some things that just can't be symmetrical. So that's that. I may start posting more pictures of things that I draw. Right now I've been drawing a lot of eyes because those are one of the things that I wanted to work on and try to perfect. I try to avoid drawing hands because I can't draw hands, and feet I keep in shoes. Even though personally I don't like wearing shoes, but when I draw a character, I draw them wearing shoes. So it's safe to say I can't draw feet either. Just kick everything over. Also, this is a root beer and a Starbucks cup. I was gonna make tea, but what was my reason for not making tea yet? I had a reason. I'm gonna make tea later though. Tea is awesome. Let me see. Do I have any drawings over here? Empty composition book, empty composition book. Please be a drawing book. Yes. Does this have the other ones in it? Nope, just this one. Okay. So this is one of my more recent drawings. It's still a work in progress. As you can see, I've added color to it. I'm gonna try to dig up the pictures that I've posted of it. I think I only posted this one on my personal Instagram instead of the Alice Webster Instagram, so I'm gonna try to dig up those photos and go ahead and post them on my Alice Webster page. I need to get back into cursive writing. But yeah, that's just one of the things that I draw. I mostly draw cartoon like characters because that's what I'm best at. What is this for then? I don't know what this is for. Is this a story? This is a story. What is this? Oh, okay. Yeah, I keep journals just about all over my room. Because you never know when an idea is going to strike you. And all over my room there's pens and pencils. Like, there's a pen right here. I have a cup full of pens and possibly some lead pencils. I don't like wooden pencils unless I'm doing a really big drawing, I guess. Most of the time I use lead pencils. I prefer lead pencils over actual pencils. I just have to click a button and go buy lead refills instead of having to keep sharpening something just for it to go ahead and run down. And then I not even use all of the lead that's in the pencil. I have a sketchbook somewhere. I have a sketchbook somewhere. Found it. As I said, I'm drawing a lot of eyeballs. Just because I want to perfect my eyes. And not all of them turn out right. If this was a little more even, I think this would make an actual nice tattoo. I don't know, maybe. This is one of my recent works. I don't like it too much. I feel like I could have done better on it, but that's something for another day. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to see a video of me actually drawing. Because That's a video that actually would be interesting, just watching me draw. Because I get so animated and frustrated and happy when something actually goes right. I gotta stop doing that. Okay, what else did I want to talk about? Right, so, as many of you know, I'm engaged. I've mentioned my fiance a few times in this video. Wedding plans and getting married. Oh, it is only one in here. Distracted. Wedding plans. We have set a date, though we haven't really told anybody I've set date. I don't know when we're actually going to reveal the date, but when we do, after we tell our families of a date, then I'll go ahead and let everybody on social media know what the date is. I don't know what we're gonna actually do for the wedding yet. We're still talking those things over. And I want to wear a dress, but also, and this is only because I'm interested in Japanese culture, I want to also wear a kimono because they're like really pretty. But I don't know. I gotta figure out like what the type of temperature would be during that time of year, and as well as if I can even find a kimono that I like here in America. I don't really know if I'm actually going to be able to find one I like, so I might just go with a dress, because I've already looked at some dresses and seen some styles that I like, but I only looked at them online. I actually got to go into an actual shop and actually look at the actual dress in person and try it on, see how it fits, see how it feels, see if I'm vibing with it. Yeah, it's just a whole lot of stuff that has to get planned out, and it's not going to be easy, but we still have some time, so we have time to go ahead and finish planning it out to our specifications. I don't care what anybody else says. If you don't like how the wedding is set up, if I let anyone in on the details of how the wedding is going to be set up, if you don't like it, you don't have to attend. I don't care who you are. That's just how I feel about it, because I used to be the type of person who was like, oh, does this make you happy? Or, oh, is this okay? I've learned that doesn't help anyone. It doesn't help me, and it doesn't help the person who I'm acting that way towards. Because it just makes the other person feel like, okay, so I have this much control. Cool. And then it just leaves me feeling unsatisfied, unhappy, and just doesn't leave me in a good place. It leaves the other person in a slightly better place than me, and it makes me feel like I'm not a person who really matters, basically. That's something that I'm trying to get out of. I'm still a bit of a people pleaser. I like people to be happy. I don't like making people unhappy. But I have learned that sometimes people are just going to be unhappy because you can't always make people happy unless you're okay with giving up a piece of your own happiness every single time you try to make somebody else happy. A better way to look at it is you invited 4 people over, and over those 4 people, 2 of them bring 2 additional people each. So now that's a total of 8 people. and you only had enough food prepared for those 4 people. So now you're trying to figure out, I mean, you prepared a little bit extra because it's like, it's a party. You're going to prepare at least a little bit of extra food. So mainly you had enough food for 4 people. You had a bit of extra food so that can cover an additional 2 people. But now you still have these other 2 people and yourself. So think of it this way. Are you going to give up your food for these other 2 people? Or are you just going to have everybody chip in so you can go ahead and order some more food to accommodate all these extra people? Obviously somebody's going to be unhappy because it's like, oh, you invited us over and you don't have enough food for us when you're the one who invited us over. But at the same time, they're going to have to remember, you brought extra people. I did not, you didn't tell me that you were bringing extra people, so I didn't know that there was going to be this many extra people. So that's how I'm having to look at it. Did I ask for these? Did I tell you you could bring extra people? Or did I just invite you and not these extra people that now I have to feed? Somebody's going to be unhappy in the end, but you have to do what's best for you. Let me see. Transitioning to this last topic, what makes me happy? A lot of things. There are a lot of things that I want to do that will make me happy. I know for sure. It might be hard at first, but in the end, I will be happy because it's a decision that I made for myself. Such as getting married. Now, I'm going to be honest. I never saw myself as the type to get married because I've seen so many relationships fail. I still believe in the thought of love, but I never really put much into the thought of marriage. But my fiance kind of turned that around for me. I thought I was just going to be like, I got a girlfriend now. We'll be together forever. Or, I got a boyfriend now. We'll be together forever. Just as boyfriend and girlfriend or girlfriend and girlfriend. Yes, I'm bi. Hi, everyone. Bisexual. I never really saw myself as the type to get married, but getting married to him, it does make me happy. So I'm not going to say that I'm not a hypocrite, but I am going to say I'm going to start doing what makes me happy and not care what other people say. All that matters is what I think. Even though somebody's going to say something and it's going to hurt my feelings. But I might just have to learn how to not care. What else is there? What else makes me happy? Children. Children make me happy. With that said, I do plan on having a baby and talk to my fiance about it. He's all for it. He wants a baby too. We don't know when we're going to have a baby. Obviously, we can't really have one right now because we don't have our own place gotta have your own place and a stable source of income. Can't be one day you're working 5 days a week, another day you're working 7 days a week, and another day you're working 1 day a week. We can't be doing that and trying to raise a child at the same time. So obviously not immediately right now, but sometime in the future, it will be a thing. I will be a mom, and I will be happy with whatever baby I get, even though I keep changing up my mind whether I want a boy or a girl. Like for most of my life, I said I wanted a girl, because I love dresses. Even if my little girl doesn't love dresses, when she's a baby, she'll be wearing dresses until she starts developing a style of her own. How did that come untwisted? That is embarrassing. But recently I'm like, I want a little boy. because I see everybody else with their sons, and I'm just like, I want one. And I was looking at some baby clothes, because, like I said, one of my cousins, she's a baby. And then also, my friend's daughter, she is a toddler. She's a toddler. She's 2. But with some clothes, depending on the cut of the clothes, she can actually still wear, like, maybe a 24-month outfit. I know she can still fit a 24-month onesie. And yes, she still wears onesies, because there are times where we don't feel like wearing pants. But I gotta wear pants. I'm not gonna walk around in a onesie. Unless it's my unicorn onesie. More on that later. Let me see. Yeah, so I was looking at clothes for them and happened to see some little boy clothes, and I thought they were cute. And I'm like, oh, this would be perfect if I had a little boy. And I'm like, oh, so now I want a boy now. Great. But yeah, in the future, there will be a baby. Just don't know when yet. What else makes me happy? Drawing and writing, that makes me happy. Basically, I just want to do stuff that makes me happy. Because, in the end, I'm the one who I have to live with. I have to sneeze. I hate sneezing. Okay. I get lost. What was I talking about? Right, happy. Speaking of writing poems, this book right here, I received it a few years ago. Can't remember who it's from. I know it's from a relative. It might have been my mom. But when I first got this journal, I had planned to have at least by the end of that year have half of it filled up with poems that I write. I dropped off of writing poems because I was busy trying to write stories. I was trying to work, and I really didn't give myself time to like actually focus on doing poetry, which is something else that I love. I was working, trying to make other people happy, trying to run around and do things for people, try to keep up with my own self. I don't know if anybody can see, but I have a lot of pimples. A lot of pimples. That I'm gonna start working on soon, because I don't like pimples. That's why most of the pictures I post I take on Snapchat, because they clear out all the pimples. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my face. It's a nicely shaped face. I got an oval face. But my face will look a lot better if I didn't have pimples or little bumps all over them. All over it. Learn your grammar. But yeah, I also keep some other stuff in this journal, but printouts of stuff, name ideas, but it's not like actual stuff actually written in it except for poetry. Like, that's one thing I'm adamant about, keeping this book strictly for poems. Like, let me see. I have 3 smart trips in here that I don't even use. And I think one of these is probably demagnetized. I can't remember. Or it might be one of the ones in my wallet that's demagnetized. But I have 3 smart trips in here. A bunch of papers with like stuff like shopping lists, poetry ideas. This, I'm pretty sure I got from a Cheerios box. And I still haven't opened it yet. Oh, so this is... Okay. Well, whenever I get this, I miss my chance to collect all 4. Whatever. But I just like this journal for poetry because it has this little thing. It's a magnet and it closes and stays closed unless you like pull on it or something. And then the birds, the flowers, the word believe written right here just makes me happy. So I was like, okay, so I'm gonna use this to write poetry. And I've written some poems in here. Let me see. So there's officially 20 poems in here, but unofficially it's 21 because one of those poems is, one's in English and the other one I attempted to translate into Japanese. I'm not that good at Japanese yet, so I had to use I had to do a lot of looking up to get it in Japanese, but it's like 20 poems, 20, 21, depends on if you consider the one that was translated into another language to be classified as its own poem. I keep looking at the screen, look at the camera. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. I have more things that I wanted to. I keep hearing car doors close. I keep thinking somebody's about to come in the house. Yeah, I have more things that I wanted to talk about in this video, but at the last moment I was like, you know what, that's just too much for this video. This video is already 37 minutes long. Okay, it's because I kept going off on tangents. This is why I know I cannot do actual YouTube, because I go off on tangents a lot, and since I do not have a proper video editing software, that's just a no. That's just a no. It's a whole entire book of nope. But let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Give me video ideas that I can topics that I can go ahead and talk about in future videos. As I stated in the last one, I have some topics that I'm going to talk about. Sooner or later, I will start, probably sooner rather than later since I have all this time. I may start going ahead and filming those videos, because I am like, okay, I can't edit these anymore or else they're going to keep getting longer and longer. And it's turned into a whole freaking script now. It started off as just a list of ideas to talk about for that topic to a whole freaking script. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I don't feel like doing an actual whole script for a video. I'm going to probably just look at the paper, might as well call it a script, look at the script and just basically try to summarize it as best as I can. I'm not really good at explaining things, so everybody please bear with me. And this has been Alice Webster's Thought Corner. Like, share, and subscribe if you like my content. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.